recapping Week 16 of the NFL.
Here we are.
Yep.
Week 16 was crazy. It was Christmas. It was Christmas Eve.
Yes, lots of games.
Lots of games, lots of days.
Every team played.
Yes, every team played.
Yeah.
I think there's no more bye weeks left. There's only 2 weeks left in the season, so
yeah.
everyone's home or everyone's working. You know what I'm saying. All right. So you ended up winning this week. Again, we only had one contested game.
We did.
Bucks Jags, and I picked the Jaguars. You picked the Buccaneers.
Yes, which, that was one of my, who do I pick? Who do I pick? And then I ended up with the Bucks, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you did, because that would have made for a dull week, because we would have picked all the same stuff. So,
yeah.
Should we go through and talk about the different games?
Yeah, let's take a look. Saints-Rams. My Rams won. They did a good job.
Yep. Yeah, they won. They won the game.
Yes. I know you're not pleased because they're in the same division as
the Seahawks.
Yes, but that's okay. That's what makes this so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Bengals
and Steelers. We both picked the Bengals. Here's the thing. We should not count out the Steelers in December, right? They could be having a sucky year, but December seems to be the Steelers' month. They always come back strong. It's crazy.
Maybe that's their thing. They're put everyone on a false sense of security, and then they're like, give it to them.
Yeah. Well, they won the Super Bowl by coming in on the wild card, and nobody thought they were going to win. Nobody thought they were going to make it very far, but they ended up winning, beating the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
I want to see Steelers on the next Hard Knocks.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That'd be interesting.
Bills, Chargers. Here we go. Bills. Great.
Bills, yeah.
Good job, boys.
We knew that was going to happen. Chargers are now eliminated, so that's that for them.
Oh, good information.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Colts, Falcons. Falcons came out of nowhere.
Yeah, they really did. Colts have been having a nice streak lately, and Falcons.
Colts are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, of course, and that didn't help. But they're still in it, so they've got a chance. Falcons, I don't think they have a chance. We'll see.
Packers, Panthers. This was a game where I'm like, anybody could win, but I just don't want the Packers to win. So the Packers, they did a good job.
Yep, Packers won. All right, Browns, Texans.
Yeah, we picked right for a lot of these. Browns, great, good job.
Both of these teams are doing surprisingly well for being kind of these no-name teams that aren't. Nobody really thinks, the Browns are awesome or the Texans are awesome. They're both deep into the playoff picture. They're both doing really well, and they have every chance of staying in the playoffs and winning out. So who knows?
Lions, this was a big win for them. It ended their 3-decade wait for the division title.
Yes, they got the division title.
So that's why Dan was so, pumped. Well, they were all pumped. Everybody's pumped. I'm pumped for them. After watching them on Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks again. Ooh.
Yeah. Shout out to Hard Knocks.
Kind of rooting for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan is really restoring the line pride.
Dan Campbell, head coach. Yeah.
Mr. Campbell.
Line pride. I like it. All right.
Commanders, Jets. This was a fun game. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody. This is the game that we were both like, who cares? They're both eliminated. They're both not going to do anything. It's been a rough year for both of them. But yeah, Jets ended up winning. So congratulations, Jets.
Yeah.
The most important game of the season, Hawks Titans.
And Hawks, we both picked them. They pulled it out
on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means this is a wild card.
They're in number 7, so they're in the wild card running. So yeah, good for them.
Yeah, they won this thanks to Geno Smith with his late in the game touchdown throw.
Word.
Yeah. I know players.
You do. You're smart.
Okay, and here we go. The Jags Bucks. We talked about this at the beginning. This was a surprise.
Bucks pulling it out. Bucks still in the playoffs, by the way.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, Jags still in the playoffs, I think. Yeah, everyone's still. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Still a lot of stuff going on.
Cards and Bears. Yeah, I'm proud of the Bears for winning something. Yeah.
Cards, yeah. Cards can't do anything this year. Bears barely got by. Yes. All right. Now here's the big game that I thought should have been the primetime game: Cowboys and Dolphins. And we both picked the Dolphins, but it was. I mean, it was a little nervous, right?
It was. Yeah. It was a nail biter. Mm-hmm. They got the field goal as time expired, and that's what sealed their playoff spot.
Yeah. Good clock management there at the end. There were a lot of games this week that came down to one score, right at the end. And so there were a lot of nail biters this week. It was great.
I noticed that.
And then Patriots, Broncos.
Good job.
I guess.
Patriots, yeah. Broncos.
When you got nothing to live for, you got nothing to lose. Wise sayings.
Very true.
All right. Then
Raiders,
the Monday night.
Chiefs.
Yeah, the Monday games.
Christmas.
What? Raiders? Yeah, okay. Raiders are, they are a mystery at this point. They've had so much crazy turmoil this year. They fired their head coach. They promoted another guy, Antonio Pierce, and they are hit and miss every week. But when they hit, they kill. And this is one of those kill moments. They did great, and I'm actually really proud of the Raiders.
Yeah, me too.
Chiefs are tough. Chiefs are very talented, and
but their talent kind of is hit or miss.
This year it's been a little off, granted, but the Raiders went into a tough environment there at Arrowhead, and they won, and that's amazing. So good job, Raiders.
Giants, Eagles. It was a short week for the Eagles, from game to game.
That's right,
and they beat the Giants, but that's not really too much of a contest.
Not for the Eagles. Yeah, that was kind of a give me there.
Yeah.
And then what I labeled as the early Super Bowl is the number one seed Ravens versus the number one seed Niners, and we both picked the Niners because they just seemed to have a lot more going for them, and they were on a roll. Yeah. And Ravens had kind of struggled a little bit in some games the last few weeks versus the juggernaut 49ers, but the Ravens beat them.
And it was a Niners home game too, so that really hurts.
It was a fun game to watch.
It really was.
All right, so you ended up getting 11 points, and I got 10. Let's go to the total screen and see how we're doing total-wise. Blump, blump, blum. All right, I need to bring it up a little bit here. Bring it down so everybody can see.
This is pretty exciting.
You got 141. I got 141.
We are tied.
Now, sure.
There's 2 weeks left to play of the normal season. So
talk about a nail biter. This is going down to the wire. This could go to the Super Bowl to see who's going to win this.
It could.
We'll probably end up
or next week could destroy one of us. We'll see.
Yep. Stay tuned for our picks coming out for week 17. That'll be probably dropping tomorrow. And we're also going to have our review of Hard Knocks coming out. So that'll happen as well. So lots of stuff happening on the channel.
Be sure to like and subscribe and put your comments below on how you did this week. And
yeah.
Remember, if you have problems with gambling, to contact the gambling helpline.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I was unexpected. That was unexpected. Yeah, do it. Contact the gambling helpline.
We don't do this for money. We do it purely for bonding as a couple.
That's right, and for entertainment.
Yes.
We don't do that. We don't do enough research for this to be accurate. Look at our totals right here. We're at 58% average.
Yes,
which is not bad.
It's not for one person who knows football and the other person who doesn't.
And I barely know it. You say I'm the one that knows football, and I barely know it. I'm just like, yay!
Well, we'll catch you next time.
All right.